More of that good shit at the beginning. Yeah. Ranks on. Yeah.
All righty, this is Grant Man from the Radio Show on this Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Sorry I didn't do a show on Tuesday. I had a lot going on. Had a doctor appointment. It's kind of like complicated. We'll get in more on that on tomorrow's show because I have a little bit of a thing I got to deal with like 1 o'clock tomorrow and everything. And I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. It's nice and it's very hot here in Greenville, South Carolina at 91. It's in the 90s, I know that much. It's really hot out there. A lot going on. Braves lost 2 games already. Well, they won the first one on Tuesday. I don't think they did. I know they lost pretty badly again. They tried to come back, but they couldn't make it come back on the Yankees last night. They tried to come back on the Mets the last time they played earlier against the team that's playing. Well, they didn't come back on that one. Kind of close, but they couldn't get it finished. A lot of pitchers getting rocked around and stuff. Newcomb got knocked down to the AAA again, trying to work his way back up in the majors because of giving up a lot of home runs and stuff in that game. Tukey had a rough night last night. Acuna was day by day he got hurt. We lost Ozzie Albies, and this is a mess. And now the college football season could be in jeopardy also. Pac-12 and the Big Ten and then out of the whole thing. Playing football, and last I saw, I don't know if any more has been added to it or not, but this is getting crazy. But I understand the whole deal. The football's totally different from everything else, other sports. I don't even know how they're playing basketball, but a lot of schools are going back and they're having to shut back down because of crazy stuff going on. People end up sick. Well, when you bring the school in, then people are going to go right back home. I saw in Georgia had over 800 students quarantined since August 3rd of starting school in Georgia. And it ain't going to get no better. I saw another school start in Georgia and it didn't look too promising there either. But I don't really know what's going to happen. I just said I better do a show before I forget and get off doing things. I'm bad to do that now. I don't know why, but sometimes that happens when you got a lot going on. I love doing these live shows and try to keep up with everybody. I got Jeff Anderson, my good friend, a country music singer, got his new album debut coming up this Friday. He's going to debut it on the country show station. I shared it on my page on Facebook /GrandMan45. You can find out more about that one on Friday. He's going to do his thing from this radio station down in Abbeville, South Carolina. Peanut's trying to be a part of my show here. Peanut, be quiet right now. Excuse me. He's going to be talking his Cut Off Jeans. I have hashtagged most of his stuff. And going to be talking about Cut Off Jeans, a new single of that song. And going through, I should have hashtagged him too. I gotta try to think of the name. Oh man, my head ain't thinking clear. That record company made a deal with. I can't even think now. If I had him right in front of me, I'd probably figure it out, but I don't remember. No, you got that company do that. They're going to be on the air Friday morning and talking about that song. I can't wait to hear it and to see what it sounds like because it's going to be totally different what the new other version of it is. It's probably going to sound cool. I love that song anyway, but I always like his other songs on things, but he's probably going to be doing some more. Should be doing a video of this song sometime. I don't know when it's coming. Probably anytime soon. And everything, let's see. We're brought to you by Sprickers and root beer. Yeah, root beer is really good out of Spricker. And I had that the other day, last Friday. I hadn't drunk none of that in so long. I was like, that stuff tastes good. I only can get it in Milwaukee if you're up that way. And my wife is dying for that's a White Castles because she loves eating them and stuff. And White Castles, only you can find them if you're going north. And can't find them around here. We stopped in one time. I showed a picture of on my actual when we was traveling where we stopped at White Castle. And I took a picture of the cup. We're gonna probably go buy Sprite Zero and Coke Zero and oh yeah, there's a shortage on Dr. Peppers right now. It's going around. I've seen. It's kind of crazy. Can't find some of this stuff. We got Dr. Pepper in the 12 packs, but you can't find the big 12 packs, the 24 packs. That's where it's missing right now. It's kind of odd. They're kind of having a big shortage on the cans. I think those I don't really know. We're probably buy Gatorade Zero. This show is, I think, probably by about everybody. McDonald's, Hardee's, no. Wellsbridge brought you by Highway 55, but they closed in Taylor's here, South Carolina. I don't understand. Nobody's posted about why they closed. No reason, understanding, nothing. I'm very picky on my chili cheeseburgers, and a lot of places, you got to make it just right. You got the Palmetto Fine Foods is a very good place to get one. You got Pizza Greer, South Carolina, is a good one. Let's see what else. I was used to do Clock of Lyman when you lived there, and they had a good one there in Lyman, South Carolina. It's a town. It's a small town in between Duncan, Lyman, Duncan, Welford, and StarTex and all that good stuff. I saw where they finally got the house finally moved down here at Shoeless Joe's, and he was my great grandma's first cousin of Shoeless Joe, and her dad was a cousin of Shoeless Joe anyway, the first cousin, and she's a cousin also too. I don't know how this thing, this is the theory of this, but. And I sit back and I try to do a lot of research. Me and my wife was talking about whenever they get that set up and, all the stuff, where you can get there and stuff. We're going to end up taking another tour of the building again. Because I don't really know the new owners of this thing, and I like to meet them and tell them my story again and everything. Because I have an actual picture of Shoeless Joe and my great-great-grandfather, my great-grandma's dad, where they was younger when they played Millwall. And everything, and that's a good thing to have, I think, sometimes. But I have a lot of baseball stuff. I have, there was so much stuff. Now I'm getting these Funko Pops. Oh, I meant to mention this. I was going to mention this yesterday, but my wife got me the Smokey and the Bandit Funko. Not with the card, but actually the figure of the Smokey and the Bandit and stuff. The bandit and everything. It's kind of cool. I'm still looking to get the one I want is actually let's see, trying to think. I need to actually get the one. I like to have the actual VMA award from MTV's thing, because that's cool to have. The only way you get that award if you get it, if you won a VMA or it's the Funko Pop. That's kind of cool. Because I grew up watching MTV when it first aired and everything. It's kind of a cool thing to have and everything. Lord, a lot of things coming in on my phone. Let's see what's coming up. Indiana Pacers versus Houston Rockets are playing right now. I used to be a big basketball fan back a long time ago, when they had the Lakers and the Celtics playing each other with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and all them greats. Back in them days in the 80s, in 87, 88. I used to have a hat that had 87, 88 Lakers NBA championship. And I remember my grandma got it for me when it was at the mall in North Carolina, Gastonia Mall. That's where we were. We had to meet my uncle for something. He was running up that way. We went in some other places and saw some other toy stores and stuff. It used to be a cool thing Back when you were younger, you used to go to malls and stuff. Now it's like when you get an adult, you don't even feel like going into these places or to a mall or anywhere. It's still kind of a cool thing to go to, but when you're younger, it's different. I don't know. Just a little different, I guess. Mm. And the malls used to be a big thing when we were kids. And it's something, I sit back and, I like ponder over this stuff. I'm like, when I got older, I didn't want to go back to Westgate Mall. Because you kept having these newer stores building and branching out. And, Peanutty, what's wrong? And everything. It's like, a lot of things changed, It's like the wrestling scene is not the way it used to be. Wednesday, everything got killed off. When WCW went down is the day wrestling died, I think. In 2000, I think it was 1. Whatever, Ric Flair. I got it on DVD. The last Nitro, I have it on DVD. And I even have the very first one that came to the Botto Center here in Greenville. Well, before they changed the name. That was the first WCW Nitro that came. I have it actually, on DVD. Plus, this week we lost Kamala, Ungana Giant. He was 70-something, 72 years old, I think I read. Really good friends of my friend of mine. They wrestled together. Mongo was weird. He just different. Never talked. He always had other guys talking. It was kind of different. First time I really saw him, who he was, when he wrestled Magnum TA. Then I saw him later in the WWF, or Wrestling Federation, and now it's WWE, but that's where I first saw him, after that, next time again. He will be missed. I watched a video on him earlier. Bill Apter, the Pro Wrestling Illustrated person and everything, he shot a video of him interviewing him, and he was just making noises. He wouldn't even say no word. It was weird. But a lot of wrestlers of the old days are going. You ever seen the movie 350 Days? You really know what wrestlers went through back in the days, the traveling and what they did, and it's just sad and just crazy. And what they're doing now, like Ox Baker, he's cooking and stuff, and some of them are really in bad shape, and Abdullah the Butcher and Lex Luger's really bad shape. Last time I saw, he couldn't even hardly walk. All these people have been on steroids and stuff messed them up. I thought superstar Billy Graham wasn't even alive. I don't know if he is really. I'll have to go back and really do a research. I don't know. This is talking about a lot of different wrestlers. The people they interviewed on there. It's just crazy. There's one I want to see is Mid-Atlantic Memories of all the Jim Crockett promotion stuff. I ain't seen that video yet, and I'd love to have a copy of that one. But I don't know. Peanutty, what are you doing? I'm sorry for live shows. This is the way it goes when you're live. And we lost, Salmon Cow over the weekend, broke his back, testing out a bike or something. He was a motorized bike, and he crashed and broke his back in several places and had to have surgery done, and he's getting a cast. And pretty much going to be out of the show, the live shows on AGT. When live shows were last night, when I heard who's going to be special guest on there, I was like, oh crap. My wife never said a word. I was waiting on it. Kelly Carson's going to be on there last night. And everything. Excuse me. It's like malls here. They used to have back in Greenville. They had 2 malls. They had Greenville Mall and the Haywood. Haywood's still around. It's 2 floors. Greenville Mall went downhill and they bulldozed over and did all this stuff. Peanutty! And everything. But who knows? Greenville Mall was fun to go through. They had all these cool sports stores and different things and record stores. Oh, the record stores! I used to love those when I was a kid. There's only one similar to record store, old record store like that. It's kind of like Second and Charles. You have records now, you have CDs, and just don't have cassettes. But you have one that's like a record store, sort of similar. CDs, got movies. It's kind of cool. It's like going back in time and all this stuff, but that's the way things go sometimes. Doggy, what is wrong with you? I'm gonna rough you in a minute. But other than that, I'm going to end up jumping out of here, and I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know when I'll be back on. I'm hoping to be back on tomorrow. It all depends on how this thing goes. I'm going to go through tomorrow. I'll have more on that later. Not going to try to get into too much of it, but I'm just hoping they don't find nothing wrong with me. That's all I'm asking, and prayers on that deal. Alrighty, this is Greg the Man for Greg Man Radio Show, and I hope everybody has a great day. Peace, I'm out. Take me out of here, somebody. I don't care. Greg Morton, if you want to. Alrighty, let's see. I'm going to find it. I went right by it. There it is.